Okay, today I'm at the Michigan Firehouse Museum in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Let's have a look around. Wow, look at that elaborate decoration, the way they painted that. Bunch of hats. Oh, I love these. Look at this. This is okay. You're not going to see this pretty much anywhere else right here. Look at that. I've never seen one of these blue ones. I've seen the other ones, but these are that's a rarity right there. Oh, this is neat. They've got a cutaway. I had one of these years ago. I didn't know they were so complicated inside. Huh. And then here's all the different sprinkler heads that everyone's familiar with. Oh, nice. Sulfuric acid bottle. Huh. And here's a cool cutaway of the water type extinguishers. Okay, so it contains sulfuric acid and sodium bicarbonate, which would make it kind of squirt out in a foam. Huh. Okay. Very interesting. This one has a carbon dioxide cartridge. Interesting too. Didn't know that. I did not know these things. Huh. Very interesting. That's very informative. Get you a little selfie in the tiny truck cab. That's pretty funny. Let's look at the front end of these other ones. There's some pretty cool items in here, I have to say. I've been to a few firefighting museums, and this is actually pretty good. It's not huge, but it's got some nice stuff in it. Wow, look at that. That's one big 3-cylinder. Or is it an inline 6? Oh, it's a 6. It's actually a 6. Wow. Look at those giant castings. Oh, this is interesting. So, look at this. One of the early breathing apparatus. Boy, doesn't that look like ancient sci-fi? Look at that. Wow. Can you even imagine having to use that? That's pretty wild. This is also pretty wild looking. Morgan safety hood. And Mine Safety Appliance Company. These guys make stuff for mining. So they have all kinds of safety equipment for hazardous environments. They make some pretty cool collectible items. Here's the more modern air masks. Alright, let's go upstairs. Oh, look at this. It's a firefighting game. Oh. Now that I have never seen. That's pretty neat. Alright, so this is the old firehouse part of the building. This was the original firehouse here in Ypsilanti. Fire alarm, 1899. I've seen 3 of these this week. Oh, I like that phone. Huh. I wonder what these... Fire alarm box used a telegraph system to notify fire department location of the fire. That's interesting. That's a pretty elaborate setup. This was definitely worth the trip here. Absolutely. This is better than expected. I did not have high hopes for this this particular museum. It seemed kind of small, but definitely worth the visit. Some pretty unique items on display here. Very, very nice. There's some hose nozzles. Go to the lower level first. The bag.
Remember to always wipe up excess gas before you start the lawnmower.
So leave a comment. Why do we associate the Dalmatians with the fire department? What is it about that specific breed of dog that makes them a firefighter's friend? I'm curious, because I seriously have no idea. I could never figure that one out. Kind of disturbing. Who's a sniffer? Well, I guess they needed radiation detectors. Oh, well, that's pretty macabre looking. I'm on this upstairs now. I'm gonna try to jumpstart that one. at that. A bottle of vodka that looks like an old fire extinguisher. I bet that's very collectible right there. I bet there's some collectors that would like that. Some old maps and lots of toy fire engines. Well, I think that about concludes the Ypsilanti, Michigan Fire Museum. Really good. Definitely worth coming here. If you're in the area, I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. It used to be a Kaiser Fraser dealer for many decades. And I think it was somebody's private collection. I'm not sure about the ownership status now, but anyway, it should be somewhat interesting. We have these old police cars that you just don't see very often. These rusted out old 90s Caprices. Here in Michigan, these cars rust out real bad, so they seldom really get saved because they're just generally in pretty bad condition once they're 10-15 years old. But it's interesting to see one on display here. Excuse the noise, they got a big fan going on here, but there should be some very unique vehicles in here. This is one of their more unique designs with these doors that slid on the side. I think in late 1950s, this was kind of a concept that they entertained as having, really weird doors. You'll actually see these cars in old movies, like late 50s movies. These are actually fairly prevalent in the movies. I've actually never seen the inside of a DeLorean, to be honest. Huh. Pretty neat. Oh, I just realized this thing is actually a continuation from the previous video.